Hi, hello, hi everyone. Welcome to Lima, Peru once again. Welcome to my home and to this event dedicated to showing you how to cook Peruvian style in the most easy way. If I can do it, you can do it. So, hi all amigos. Hello. Hi, thanks for joining. Thanks for your participation. And today, well, this is also like a type of activity that is very relaxing, like we're going to be cooking and talking and chatting and learning of each other. I'm going to tell you also about a little bit of my own history today. By the way, I am a tour guide. I am a licensed official tour guide here in Lima, Peru. And well, all Peruvians know to cook. Of course, not all of us are cooks or chefs, but we know to cook because our grandmothers that usually spend a lot of time with us, especially in Latin America, where grandmothers are all the day in the kitchen, and we children are always around our grandmothers. We get to learn since this, very close relation connection, the basics of the Peruvian cuisine, and we learn also to taste since very young, let's say, certain elements that are particular of our cuisine, like for example the chili and the onions and the garlic. And well, finally, when we cook at home, when we have our own families, all of those memories, all of those remembrances later come back to you when you are cooking, and that's what you bring into your plates, into your lunches and dinners. So, well, this is just a little introduction to what we're going to be doing today, a little bit of how I do it, because we are not cooking, let's say, like a French cuisine that has, exact measurements. Peruvian cuisine is very, versatile, is very open to variants. There's not just one way to cook our meals. There are many ways to cook one meal here in Peru. And today I will teach you how to cook anticuchos. In a moment, I will go to tell you exactly what anticucho means. But now I think it's time to say hi to everybody joining. So, hola, hola, amigos. Hello. Thank you, Christine. Hola. Maple, gracias por venir, amiga. Thanks for coming. Rachel, Violeta. Hello, hello, Mark. Hola, hola. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for coming. Hola, Karina. Hola, Dayan. Thanks for coming. Hola, Aaron. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Oh, it's really nice to see you again. And Happy New Year to you all, by the way. I really hope you have a wonderful year 2023, and well, with lots of travels, virtual and in person, and also trying new food, trying new cuisine. My intention with these events is showing you how easy sometimes can be to cook Peruvian food, although now we have gained lots of reputation internationally, so as one of the best cuisines in the world. So we are so happy to also, and proud to share how we do it. So, well, amigos, amigas, we're going to begin with the preparation of this anticucho. Important, of course, to mention that the origin of anticucho is what we call Afro-Peruvian. This is an Afro-Peruvian dish. So we're going to need heart. This is beef heart. In Peru, in many parts of Latin America, and also it used to be very common around the world that visceras, or organs, they used to be like consumed. Now people are stopping to consume these meats, most of the times because of how difficult sometimes is to treat them, or you have to like boil them for hours, and sometimes people just get used to the taste of the meat of the chicken or the beef. So we are going to do a dish that is going to take us to a different direction. We're going to prepare heart. This is beef heart. One of the reasons why anticucho and many other dishes in the Afro-Peruvian cuisine are made from visceras, from organs, from insides, tribes, is because these were the sections that usually the masters didn't eat, right? So the African slaves were sort of like like given the leftovers. In Peru, we had African slavery since the time of the arrival of the conquistadors. So one of the things you need, of course, is a sharp knife when you are cutting, for example, heart. I don't know if you are able to buy heart in your markets. Is that something you can do? I'm going to also put this heart over here and remove the plates. Let me know if this is a type of product you can find in your markets. So this is a beef heart. This is actually half of it. Approximately 1 kilogram of heart. And we are going probably to be making enough for maybe 6 portions, 5, 6 portions. We're going to see how much it comes out. So when you are doing your beef heart, in this case, we're going to exclusively talk about the beef heart. You need to take off this section here. The heart doesn't have any bones in, but it has these sort of like fibers. These fibers, you cannot eat them because they're going to make your anticucho, your or any dish you can be making from the heart very tough. There's going to be a toughness in the meat, so you have to remove that section. Okay, so I can get big heart there. Okay, Karina, interesting. No beef heart? No beef heart? Well, the tradition here is eating, beef heart for the anticucho, but you can do of any other meat. We have different kinds of anticuchos. We have anticucho of chicken, for example. You can do chicken anticucho. See, another thing I want to teach you is that there is a sort of like a pellicula that you can see probably is a whitish pellicula that we need to take out, and that is because it is going to make your meat not really like soft. I think I'm going to sharp a little bit more my knife now. No? So we're going to remove that pellicula. Just give me a second. If you have one of these, like sharpers of knife, that would be excellent. When you are doing this type of dishes, you need to have your knife very sharp. By the way, to the people that are joining today's event, my name is Vanessa Vasquez. I am your Lima City tour guide. I've been working here in Hago since 2020. So if you are new to my channel, I would like to know it. And also, if you are new to Hago, please let me know it. That would be super nice to share also with the group. We are always cooking together, by the way, here in my home in Lima. And I've been exploring with my fellow voyagers different kinds of dishes. Peru is a land of multiculturality. We are not just the land of the Incas. We are not just the land, of the pre-Hispanic tradition. We of course have lots of people in the country which are even genetically, deeply connected with the indigenous ancestry. But there are many people in Peru that are, to be very honest, mixed blood. For example, me, I am the child of indigenous, as most Peruvians are, but also I am the child of Afro descendants. My great-grandmother from my mother's side, she used to be mulata. I always like to tell this because most people don't imagine. When they look at me, they probably see more the indigenous side in me. But I am very proud also to have Afro Peruvian blood. And of course, Spanish, because most of Peruvians are descendants of Spanish because of the conquest, right? Italian as well. I have ancestry from Italy. We had a large Italian immigration. And we had also Chinese and Japanese immigrants in the 19th century, meaning that, Peru is a land of all bloods. Okay, so I am taking now all that película, amigos, that has covered your heart. This is a big heart. And we're going in a moment we're going to reserve this because you can do a soup with this. Peruvians don't like to waste anything. We have been raised in a culture where, wasting is not a possibility. So you can reserve this for a soup, for like let's say to give some substance to a soup. That could be something that will work. And now that your heart has not anymore that pellicula, that white pellicula that will make your the pieces that we're going to cut from here very tough when we will fry this piece, we have to also concentrate on the other side. The other side has also, a little bit of these muscles, right? This is half of a heart. This section, for example, is a little bit tough. It's not a bone, but it's tough. So we're going just to remove this, and we're going to start cutting the pieces of the anticucho. Okay. Look at that. So it's almost like a, this is like a little piece of bone, and then the rest is more like a fiber. Okay. Fibra. So we're going now to start with cutting the hard pieces. We're going to do a nice cut. So, there are holes in the heart, right? So we're going to take advantage of the hollow sections to open like a rose, the heart. So look at this. By the way, if you have any comments, it's biologically again. Yes, Maple. Yes, of course. Well, to be honest, most of the cooks have really, really accurate, like a knowledge on the insides, the organs, how they work, which parts are good, which parts are not, right? For cooking, no? So which sections you should cut for having a more accurate, like easy cut, or faster cut, right? So we are removing now the sections. Look how we have open. Hi everyone that is joining. We have open, look, the heart. We have sort of like take advantage of certain spaces that are in the heart. We have just done a cut around, and we have opened it like a little, like a petal, right? We're going also to be using this section. Let me also check. My grandmother, she used to be a great cook. Actually, this whole series is inspired by her recipes. Actually, I have a little paper with notes I made from her own recipe on how to do this anticucho at home. This is a dish also that Peruvians love to eat. Look at this white, we have to take it out. Peruvians love to eat it in the streets, like at nighttime, winter, summer, doesn't matter. We love to eat anticuchos always. And also on Valentine's Day, I want to take you out to have a nice, food tour with me. So we're going to have the chance of enjoying some wonderful romantic food. So on Christmas, on Valentine's, we're going to have the chance of enjoying romantic food. So check on my channel. So we're starting to do the cuts for the anticucho. So we are going first to understand that the anticucho, which is the big heart, is going to go, let me just wash my hands to show you something, inserted on these sticks. You need like brochette sticks. We're going to insert the anticucho pieces here after, marinated the anticucho pieces, and we're going to fry those. Traditionally, and of course, the best way, if you have the chance to do it like that, that would be super fantastic. We prefer to do it on, charcoal. Charcoal. But if you can't, that's all right, no worries. You can do it also in your house, like I'm doing today, in a pan. So you need the cuts to be long, like this. Remember, we're going to insert the pieces of meat. I'm doing really like quite small pieces. Sometimes, according to the restaurants, people like to have like big pieces. The restaurants usually serve big pieces of anticucho. But because I have girls at home, they love anticucho, but they don't like to eat like big pieces. So I am going to, oh, sorry, you're not seeing anything. So I am putting them over here just to give you an idea. And then later, I think we're going to be moving this to a plate. Okay, so I have another plate, and we're going to put the pieces here for you to see them better. But you can do them bigger, no problem. I will do some small, and now I think I'm going to be doing a little bit longer. They have to be sort of like thin pieces, and not too thick, because they have to be they will go to the fire. No. So, Sam, hi Sam, if you don't like offal like hard, what is the best meat? Oh, yes, Sam, you can use chicken. You can use chicken, that's okay. You can also, well, do from vegetables, like, if like a brochette style. But I think chicken will do best. If you want to replace this. That is really the most popular type of option we have. So I hope that answered your question. Thanks to you, Sam. Thanks for being here. So now let me tell you a little bit more about the story of the Anticucho, and especially the story of the Afro-Peruvian community. So I was mentioning that at the time of the arrival of the conquistadors, it was as well the time of the arrival of the African slaves. Most of the slaves we had in Peru back in the 16th, 17th century were from Angola. Also, the influence from that region was very, very important in Peru. Although, of course, nowadays, most of the Afro descendants don't have any, like traditions exactly similar to the ones from Angola. But in Peru, of course, we are a melting pot of traditions. So that's really, like that's the magic of being in Peru and living in Peru, that sometimes we have just few elements, not really, a lot, but it enriches our tradition, it enriches our culture. Look how I'm doing the cuts. You can also have a longer cut if you wish, like this. So we are doing now the final cuts of the meat. Later I'm going to be cutting more of this, but for now we're going to be okay with this part of the heart. So, by the way, amigos, part of the my intention in doing these activities and events, besides showing you the beauty of my city, I live in the capital of Peru, in Lima, is also to help you to understand the local culture, and to motivate you to travel in Peru. So I will be doing a new series. Well, I'm really taking back this series of Spanish for traveling. And tomorrow I have the first class of the year. It's going to be, like a brand new, fresh starting. So you all are invited to come to my home to be able to practice Spanish. So I'm going to be removing this for now, because We will not need so much in this moment. I will be making more later for my children. And now we are going to need to do the sort of like the dressing or the seasoning. So we're going now to clean this. And how easy for you is to get Latin American products in your community? Let me know it, please, because it really depends on where you are. So if you live, for example, in New York, probably it's going to be really easy. In Florida, that's going to be easy. In Canada, I think also thanks to eBay, that would be easy. Hola, Nicolas. Thanks for coming. It's been long since last time. So, well, now we're going to do this part, which is very, very important. Let me just bring some of the ingredients and to present them to you. So we have here two different kinds of chilies. We have the, yellow chili and red chili paste. We need vinegar. We're going also to need paste of garlic. We're going to be needing cumin, pepper, oregano, dry oregano, salt as well. I think with the internet it should be okay to get. Yes, I hope so. I hope so. Now it's easier. But probably you need to look for Hispanic bodegas in your community if that's the case, or also with Amazon. Amazon, I've heard it is a really excellent source for all of us to get products. Well, I mean, not for me. Still, we can go to the market and have everything fresh. But sometimes it's easier for you like that. And this chili, yellow chili, and the red chili are basic, like fundamental for Peruvian cuisine. It's sort of like paprika chili, blended and made a cream. This one is the yellow chili. It's a fresh chili, yellow color, that is blended, and that's it. Also, we use it a lot in our cuisine. So first of all, we need the bowl to create this, like a seasoning for everything, for the meat. And you can use this also in other recipes and for making other brochettes, if you wish to. So we need also our spoon, and we're going to begin adding the ingredients, which are very important. I have also my list of ingredients right next, exactly the way how my granny used to do it. So that's why I don't have it from memory. And that's what I want to share with you, the recipes of my grandmother, which is no longer with us. She's now in heaven, but she made lots of different, books, notebooks with her recipes for the family, for me, and now for you all. Gracias, Mabel. Thanks for your support, amiga. Thank you. So we're going to need, first of all, about 6 to 8 spoons, or I will say 6 because my children are not really eating that much of this chili, of ají panca. So 1, a little bit of water in there, it's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so 6 too hot, I guess. This one here is really not that much hot, Nicholas, but it gives a lot of flavor. It adds really good flavor to our food. Actually, children eat this. This marinated hard beef is very popular among children, among adults, everybody. We're going to add 1 spoon of yellow chili. Okay. So in this occasion, we're going to use more of the red chili than of the yellow one. It's going to give a really good flavor to our this base. So now we're going to need garlic. We're going to need in this case 3 spoons. We're going to take another one. 3 spoons of garlic paste. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, this is garlic paste. I'm going to be mixing a little bit more. So let me check on the comments. Are these homemade? Yes, Diana, they are homemade. The chili blended with water and a little bit of oil, and that's it. I was wondering why they didn't like the chili that much, like you said. Only 3. Yes, Maple. Only 3 for now. So now we're going to continue with the different elements. We're going to be needing also the condiments, a little bit of cumin, a little bit of pepper. We're going to add also a little bit of oregano. Sorry, this is a little bit closed. Now, yes. It has to be salty too. It has to be just a little bit higher than salt. The salt you try, sorry. A little bit higher of salt. Let's say about 1 spoon. We're going to be now the vinegar. And this is going to be gentle. White vinegar, about 5 spoons. Okay. Look how it's turning. As I said before, this is a really good condiment for your meats. This is the Peruvian barbecue. And we need another important product, which is the pisco. Pisco. So who knows what is pisco? Have you heard about the pisco? We need 3 of them of the pisco. See? Yes, Maple, you know well the pisco, right, amiga? 1. Oh, that was 2. And yeah, enough. So 3 of pisco. 3 spoons of pisco. This is going to be a really good flavor also, and it's going to be for, like the firing up, everything. So, no, Sam, you don't know what it is? No problem, amiga. Pisco is a brandy. A brandy is made from grapes. Let me just taste this. Oh, it's really good. Qué rico. So a little bit salt. A little bit of salt over here. So remember, it cannot be just like exact salt. It has to be a little bit higher than the salt you like. So we're going to move this here. And we're going to mix with the meat, okay? So we're going to need the meat. Going to marinate this here. So traditionally, we like to leave this for about 2 hours. Let's say, or some people let it rest one night. So if you're having a party, for example, and you want to impress your people, your guests, you're a good host, you want to have all the people invited to your event happy, you are going to let this rest overnight, because the meat is going to absorb the flavor, all the juices, everything. We're going to let it rest for a while. You know, we are live, so we cannot wait for 2 hours until it is marinated, but we're going to continue in a while. At least we're going to let it rest. So ideally, leave it for 2 hours, okay? So we're going to put this here on one side, and we're going to be doing other things, okay? So, how many of you have tried before Peruvian cuisine? Do you have a restaurant of Peruvian cuisine nearby? Do you have a restaurant of maybe, you know, like ceviche? Or maybe you have a restaurant that offers something Latin American that maybe said it was Peruvian. And if you remember the dish, please let me know. That would be super fun to know. I'm going to put this here on the side. To know what you have tried of the Peruvian cuisine. So, anything I do the pisco. Patrick, hello. Hi, Susana. Thanks for coming. Hi, Nicholas. You have? Yes, I know you have. Diana, no, you haven't yet? Well, Peruvians are now everywhere around the world. So it's really funny to see that more restaurants are being open every year. Not Peruvians, but there's Spanish restaurants. Oh, Spanish restaurants. Of course, Spanish restaurants are great. And lots of our cuisine is inspired by the Spanish influence. So I will show you now how to do a classical chili paste or chili cream that accompanies our food, like, but the one that is in the bowl, the one that is right next to the plate that our grandmothers serve all the time, or our mothers serve all the time. So we are going to be using in this occasion, because you know, like my family is small and few really in the house eat a lot of chili. So I will be using half of a red onion. So let's just cut it enough because this is going to the blender. And we need a red hot pepper, right? So this is hot pepper, not bell pepper, okay? So the difference is the bell pepper has a thicker, you know, like this end is thicker. When you see one very thin here, that means it's hot. So be careful, watch out, because you know it's going to be dangerous. This one is really hot. Nicholas, by the way, this is a hot pepper, but the idea is, you know, if you are going to be using one of these, is because you want something hot. So let me put this on one side. We are not going to be using the seeds, because it is really too much, even for me. Actually, I know people that like so much chili that they eat, you know, chili like straight from, you know, like this, and they give a bite. Oh, but you know, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Oh, so it's here. Okay. So I prefer not to touch my hand with my hand, because my face with my hand, because it can be really a bad idea. So if you're using chili like this, well, be careful with, if you are not used to, try to use gloves, okay? So we need this, and we're going to now use our blender, okay? So I will move everything. Sorry if I give you my bag, but we need to blend. We need to blend in this moment. My kitchen is super small, My family is also small. Well, I have 3 girls and 1 husband. That is small, if you were wondering, for Latin America. So, 3 girls and 1 husband. So we are going to add here, well, these elements that I just show you into our blender. So half a red onion and half of red hot pepper, okay? How do you call it, by the way? Is there any other way to call it? I hope I'm not making a mistake with the names. As you probably know already, English is not my first language, so I am always learning. Also, we are going to need garlic. We need garlic. We're going to add 1 spoon of garlic. 1 spoon of garlic to add flavor. We're going to be adding some more things in a moment. So it is all gone, my garlic. Okay, so this is something you can make if you have a Peruvian friend coming over and you want to impress your friend. Do this. And you know, if you eat too much chili, better don't eat much of this the first time. Just try a little bit. Okay, so what else I need to do? Let me check. Yeah, so we're going to blend now, and we're going to add a little bit of oil if necessary. Okay, we are using in this moment like all-purpose oil, like you know, this is like regular vegetable oil. Okay, we are not being sponsored by this brand, by the way. So we're going to eat just little drops. Just give me a second. I hope you can give a look to what I'm doing. Maybe I can move the camera a little bit up. Hola, hola, amigos. I am doing this show, by the way, alone. Usually I used to do it with my husband, but my brother, but now I'm doing this show alone, so I'm using a tripod. I'll check, Nicholas, your message in a little while. Just a little bit of oil. You have to be patient. I'm going to add also vinegar. Vinegar. I'm going to move this. You have to be patient. Vinegar is also a little dash. And if it's needed, a little bit of water, but not really much. A dash of oil, a dash of vinegar, and in a moment the water is going to come. You have to process this well, so in that way it is going to be creamy. Gracias, Nicolas. Thank you. The good things take time to be done. We're going to move down the little pieces we have over here. We have lots everywhere. If you have one spatula, that would be really good. So if you have the chance of going to a Peruvian restaurant or hearing about a Peruvian restaurant in your community, and you see Anticucho, and you wanna, you know, not doing the whole cooking, Try it. It's really, really delicious. The chili enhances the flavors always. It's the base of our cuisine. We don't use saffron in our food. Spices are very important everywhere around the world. We got in contact with the spices such as the cumin or the pepper at the time of the arrival of the conquistadors. But before, we used to use herbs. We're going to do just a little bit of water. This is just little bits. It's not really much. At the end of this event, amigos, I will be uploading a recording of this cooking show in my YouTube channel. If you were not able to come in the beginning, or you just wanna, like take notes on how I did this cream or the whole recipe, you can just come back to my channel. My channel is in the description of my YouTube channel is in the description of the Hey Go channel. Okay, so fire now. We're going to do one of these type of pans. Okay. So I will be using my special bowl for this cream. Oh, look at this. Oh, yes, Mabel, I'm so happy that my recorded events can be of help for you all that are probably sometimes, busy, or the internet sometimes is not really the best. So you can rewatch as many times as you wish all of my cooking shows. So I am taking all of the chili here in this bowl, and we're going to do something more to make the flavor even better. I will show you now what we do. I remember I mentioned that we have a strong Chinese influence in our culture, right? So this is spring onion. Spring onion is a classic of the Chinese cuisine, and in Peru we use it a lot. So we're going to use these spring onions. We're going to chop very, very thin, as if we were, like, for example, using it in the saute Chinese fried rice. I don't know if you know about the Chinese cuisine, or you have any local Chinese cuisine in your community. If you have, bravo. The Chinese food is unbelievable. We're going to put a little bit of oil here to our pan. We're decreasing also the temperature in the pan. I will show you this in a moment. So we're going now to go down with the procedures. So this is our chili cream, right? And This is the spring onions. Oh, we just cut them and we're going to put them here in the cream, in the paste that we have made. This is for our table. You can also condiment it with a little bit of pepper if you wish, and salt, as we're going to do now. And we're going to mix. We're going to mix in a moment. And we're going to mix this just to check how it goes. You need also for this recipe to have boiled potatoes and boiled corn. Okay. We are heating up the pan. Let me just check how it is. Okay. So delicious. One more. Okay, so here we have our cream. And now we're going to continue. We're going to move our bottle here so you can have a better view of the frying process. So traditionally, oh, sorry, there was water here. Traditionally, we use, what was my, okay, we use sort of like a grill, could be a grill, could be like the same you use for your barbecues. In North America here, that is very common, right? With charcoal. But today we don't have that in my house, of course. We're in a tiny house in Lima, but that cannot stop you to eat Peruvian food. That is not an excuse for that. Okay, so we're going to, very complicated to open this. You need these sticks that are for let's say brochettes. So you need to have enough for let's say the pieces you are making. So let me show you now. We have here the hard pieces all marinated with this delicious sauce, and we're going to start inserting these hard pieces in the stick. So look how this goes. Remember that ideally you should be leaving the hearts for about 2 hours, could be maybe 3 hours. Even some people leave these pieces overnight. Okay. In my case, we don't have that much time, so we are doing these pieces quite fast. Now, this is the express way to do it. So we have one here. We are heating up with, this is low temperature, of course, the pan. Yes, Maple, my husband Marek, he just joined the event, and he is really happy for me to do these cooking shows because I can cook more delicious cuisine at home than normal. He's on a diet the rest of the days, but he's happy when we have the cooking show because he can eat the Peruvian delicious options that are, of course, low caloric. So we are going now to insert first enough for 3 pieces. How are we doing, friends? Can you hear me well? Can you hear me well? I hope yes. You can see me and hear me well. Muy bien, Sam. Look at this. We have our anticuchos. Ah, perfect. So the juice that we have here is going to be used for hydrating our anticuchos. Okay. We're going to insert more. Hmm? What do you think? That is a good question, my Maple. I can answer that right away. Well, I am more technical, I am following exactly the recipes of my grandmother. I remember how she used to cook. My brother, I think he's better because he cooks naturally. Like he doesn't really follow an indication or recipes. He cooks the way he feels. And my husband is also like that. Oh, isn't that interesting? Oh, that I am very technical. I follow the rules. I follow the way how I remember it should be, But the true cooks are the ones that follow their I don't know, palettes, right? Those are the creative. We're going to put one more over here. Ideally, you have to cook each side for about 2 minutes. Okay, well, look, I am even, so strict with the time that I have a timer here. But the cooks usually don't have, all of this. They just follow, they smell, say, oh, it is time, right? So I'm going to continue with the other pieces. Mm-hmm. Are you having a fun time, amigos? Are you enjoying this show? Every time you'll see this, it is, yes, it smells good. Oh, gracias, Diane. Gracias, gracias. Gracias, Diane. Gracias, Sam. Every time you see this show, you're going to find a really interesting recipe and a new, like a cooking activity. So I don't repeat the shows. I don't repeat because Peruvian cuisine is so interesting, so diverse, that why will be repeating, no? That's not logical. And of course, I am doing every time, the uploads of the classes in my YouTube channel. Remember that you can access to my YouTube channel and the recordings of my cooking classes, for free at any time, from going first to my Heygo channel. Don't forget to give me a follow, please. And, later you can access to the link that says YouTube. You can also see my Instagram. You can see my Facebook. I think I have Facebook there too. Oh, this one is big. Okay. Also, if you like the content that you see here in my Heygo channel, you can support this event with a tip. As you know, these are free events. We are not being paid by Heygo. We are paid with your generosity, with your tip support. You can also become a sponsor if you wish to help me a little bit more. And as a way to thank you for your generosity, I am giving away 2 books. One is a cookbook, which I am also uploading the new version in my website. If you want to be a supporter of this channel every month with a little donation of $10, I will give you my cookbook directly to your email, or whatever you prefer is best. So maybe I can give you the link on Facebook. So just let me know that you are my sponsor and I can send it to you. Because the sponsorship program is a compromise, no? And it's definitely a way for me to know that I count on you for, my activities this month. Sam, thank you so much. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Also, I am going to be giving away to my sponsors 2 monthly classes of Spanish. This is exclusive for my sponsors. All my tours are going to be free as always, but the only thing I consider to be something special that I can give away will not interrupt basically, like the regular city tours I do that are for everybody will be Spanish classes. So I hope you like the idea. The Spanish classes for my supporters will be conducted in Zoom. And they're going to be recorded only for the people who are not allowed to join the event privately, so they can see them later. More information, you can send me a message after the end of this event. So look how we are, frying and cooking everything. Look at the difference, before and after. In the meantime, as we are finishing with this, I will also bring to the plate the final presentation of today's meal. So preferably you need, of course, a long plate. So in that way you're going to place your anticuchos in a nice way, right? We're going to need also, our chili is going to go, of course. This is our chili. We're going to add a little bit of the cream. I'm going to give some more minutes because probably I think I left low the fire. So don't forget to raise up the fire when you put your anticucho. So we are putting a little bit with rice, no maple. That's the first time you're going to see that rice is really not part of the presentation. So this is the leftover of this mix of the chili. So we are using this to hydrate the anticucho. Okay. So well, now we're going to put, this is boiled Peruvian corn, huge as always. So we're going to cut, boiled already. So I think we're going to put, for the presentation purpose, or this one is much better. And we're going to need, and this is also something that will come right now, boiled potato. You need boiled potato. The boiled potato is going to go for a minute or two max in the grill or in your pan, whatever you are doing this anticucho. So now they are going to be made faster because I added higher fire in our stove to make a better, faster coction of the anticucho. So the anticucho is now considered, one of the Peruvian heritage, and most important dishes, that represents African influence, represents who we are as a nation. If you go at nighttime to the streets in downtown Lima, for example, you're going to see lots of vendors of anticucho. Hmm? So you will put your potatoes, previously boiled potatoes. They are not raw. And we're going to control also the potato for not burning. Huh? You can do this on your grill. Oh, look at this. Yum, yum. Vanessa, I had Anticucho Bolivian barbecue last September. Interesting. Well, maybe there's a Peruvian cook there. And probably also they have some Latin American options. No? Anticucho is a Peruvian dish. But in Latin America now we have, for example, different kinds of ceviches. I wouldn't be surprised that there is a Bolivian ceviche, for example. Those are adaptations, no? Anticucho is pretty much like what we say is sort of like the meat inserted in a stick. Oh, that's the anticucho. Hmm? Oh, wow. Excellent. So I think they're almost ready. So, well, amigos, we are about to be ready to present this anticucho to you all. Thank you so much for your participation, by the way. Thanks for your support, for being there always, for coming to my home. I hope you can come to my upcoming events this week and also the rest of the month. I have already uploaded events. Hmm? So I will be giving you a better chance of a nice picture for the final result in a moment. Oh, don't worry. Okay, I think we are done here. Whoa. What do you think about this? So now we're going to, first of all, leave these other ones here. They are in process of coction. But I will now take you to another part of my house. And I will show you now the other section of my gigantic kitchen to have the chance of giving you a better picture of the anticuchos. Okay, so let's go on the other side. Let me just put also a couple of things. I'm really unique. And now it's time to show you. But interesting. Thank you, amigo. So now I will move the camera for you to have a nice view. Gracias, Maple. Finally, I got my new fridge. It's really needing one. Much bigger also for my next cooking classes. Gracias, Nicolas. So this is my anticucho made at home. Oh, really hot, really delicious with your chili cream over there. I hope you can make this recipe at home, impress friends. You can do it instead of beef heart of chicken, as you know already. And well, you can also experiment with other meats or vegetables. And that base of the flavor is definitely going to enhance the final result. So you have here, of course, the perfect combination with the potato and also the corn. Thank you so much for your participation, amigos. Thanks for coming to my home. If you can, please follow this event so you will be notified when I upload a new cooking show. There's one more coming also very soon, and it's going to be about a hot, spicy meal that is famous here in Peru. It's actually from Arequipa. So it's going to be for the International Day of Spicy Food. So now I want to just turn the camera to say bye to you all. Sorry that I am. Ooh, okay, nice me. So well, thanks a lot for your support, especially your team support, because without it, it's not possible for us to keep doing the events. They are free events, and we share all your tips with Heygo. So we also tour guides are collaborating with this well, let's say beautiful website to continue creating these spaces, these virtual spaces to learn, to travel with our imagination also to the world and to understand how the people in the world live. Thank you so much to all my friends that have joined today. Hola, Leslie. Hello. Leslie, our guide in Egypt, also arrived today. A little bit late, Leslie. Woo. You missed the Anticucho. No worries. You can go to my YouTube channel and see all the development of uh, this cooking show. No worries, no worries. And tomorrow, remember that we are going to begin again with these sessions of Learn Spanish here in Lima with Vanessa. So I have a printable that I just shared on our Voyagers group in Facebook. If you are not there in Facebook, let me know, please, on a direct message so I can send you the printable. And you can learn a little bit more about Spanish. This is Spanish for traveling, but we're going to be in class 1, so it's going to be basic, super basic Spanish for all of us. And well, thanks a lot for your tips once again. If you would like to support me and my channel, I just activated a button there that will help you to do it. You can do it even after we finish this event. So, well, thank you so much for coming, and please support my fellow colleagues around the world. Go to see Leslie's tours. They are awesome. They are wonderful as she is. And well, there are so many other wonderful destinations around the world. So please travel. If you cannot do it in person, virtually, that is really an amazing way to, to learn. You never come back the same person after traveling. And virtually as well, eh? So not just in person. Take care, amigos. Muchas gracias. See you soon. And lots of love from Lima, from your Lima City tour guide, Vanessa. See you soon. Bye-bye. So I have to give a bye to this Anticucho. So, well, it's just for, it's a hard job, but someone has to do it. Mm. 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 Vanessa, you're good. Now I can marry. Oh no, I'm married already. See you, amigos. Bye bye. Thank you.